Okay, streaming everywhere at the moment.
What was that now?
Streaming is on everywhere, so just be warned, okay?
Yeah, let me know if you want me to also jump in.
Well, at the moment, you'll probably all just crash into each other anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it? Was that a bit wicked? Oh, that's good. That's
I'm
still.
also in a spit. I talked Charmaine to how to start it.
That's fair enough.
Oh, big explosion.
Right, hello, by the way. Everybody, let me pull them down a little bit on the volume. Hey, hello, Stu. Just turn them all down a little bit because they're a little bit loud. Right. Okay, so back in the World War II planes. If anybody wants to join in, please jump in. You're more than welcome. I'm in the BF-109. Could do with some more BF-109s or German team. Quite an easy startup. If we look just behind the handle, there's a button at the top on the left-hand column, which is the Jenny. One at the bottom, which is the tank pump. And there's one part way up, which is a pitot heater. I think it's this one, is it? No, where's the pitot gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it's the top one and that one. And then on the right-hand side column, we're going to do all of them. You all right, matey? I saw your friend on the YouTube stream. So I'm going to open the radiators while we're on the ground. I'm going to switch on the oxygen. We're on number 2 for radio, so we're going to turn round, push the throttle forward, and then move the fuel pumps, booster pumps to P1, P2. We're going to increase the magnetos up from the bottom to M1, M2, and M1 and 2. We're going to go to the top here, or the bottom should I say, put the MW50 boost on. We don't need wing cannons because we haven't got any wing cannons. I'm going to put the gun stuff on and move these up, and then we're nearly ready to start. The only thing you've got to be aware of, the most important thing, is this little switch. This is the governor, and you need it back to be in auto mode, and then the engine will manage itself virtually. So what we're going to do now is call the ground crew and ask them to run the inertial starter. And then I'm going to open the little flap, and when they say ready, I'm going to pull the little starter and hang on to it until the engine starts. When the engine starts, it always looks like it's going to stall, but keep that little button pulled. And then it should start up after a bit of chugging. Okay, hold it down, keep holding it, keep holding it, keep holding it, keep holding it, and then it starts, all right? So it's very easy to see that and then give up and let go. But that's how it starts. So it always looks like it's not going to turn over, and then it suddenly does. Yes, copy that. If anyone's got any questions, please ask. If you want to come and join us, you're more than welcome. Password for the server is Mel12345 lowercase. Server's called Mel's Emergency Server. Okay, you should be able to hear the engine. I can't hear it from my end. Can hear the radio. I need to turn them down a little bit, which I think is helmet audio. Can you give me another radio call, please, Stixie?
Yeah, sure. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, just 1 minute. And again. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. It's just it comes cutting out really, really loud. Okay, so we're just running the engine up, let the engine warm up. We're going to uncage the the attitude indicator, or the artificial horizon. It's not exactly a standby in this plane. Make sure the flaps are up, which they are. If you notice when you look at this plane, it's got these down, they're not flaps, this is the radiator. When you start up in your taxi and you leave this radiator fully open, and then when you line up for the runway you must basically put it on automatic mode. As far as the tail wheel goes, there's a tail wheel lock which is over here, if I can remember where it is. There it is, and that will lock the wheel forward. So when you turn, you basically turn the rudder and then you tap the brakes, and then you'll find your plane will pull itself round. Okay, so once we move in full right rudder, tap the brakes and it turns. Okay, and it's under some control, and then you unturn it to stop it. Just go ahead, matey, I'll follow you down. Make sure you've got the governor in auto. Okay, so I'm just lining up now. As we go down, we need to keep tapping the right rudder, because as the torque increases, this thing wants to go left. I've forgotten to do the radiator. I can do that now. Move it up to auto. Keep increasing the speed. Keep it down the middle of the runway as best as you can, and it'll go up by itself. A little bit rockety there. Yeah, wheels up. Right, he should be out here somewhere. There he is. There's a bit of a wobbly one. Okay, so I can just see him through the quarter light on the plane. So I'm just letting my plane start to basically build up. Now he's turning left already. I wouldn't do that. I would go right. Let the plane build up some height. Not sure why my stick needs pushing forward so far at the moment. But I want to cruise round about the 400 mark. So as we turn in, we're climbing, as you can see. Gives me an opportunity to increase my height, get an overview. We've got the enemy are about 10 mile away. Let me know when you guys are ready. Me and Sticks on the Germans. If you can't remember the calls, we've got Old Base, followed by Cones, followed by Old Town, followed by the German base. And Cones are about halfway between both of us. Okay, so let's move the safety off the gun, and then we're going to squeeze the trigger. No, you're fine, matey. If you just want to get back into it, that's fine. You carry on, and we'll go and kill Pup. Cones are just keep going up the coast, and you'll see Old Base, which is a straight base on the right, and just after the end of that are Cones, and then just after that is Old Town. Okay, so I'm just going to back off. We'll do a bit of... You'll soon get back into it, Sham. Hello, Stingy. World War II stuff, matey. Pick a side. I think you're normally in the spit. And there's only 2 Germans at the moment, but we're just trying to recruit. Hey, Frosty. Come in, matey. Could do with some BF 109s. You're right, Frosty. I've asked her about your sandwich. I have no idea. Hey, hello, Dog Door. You coming in again today? Cones are right on the edge of the coast. There's 2 lines of about 6. Yeah, no worries. Okay. What was that one? Sorry, go again. Oh, they will be. They've been going for ages and they got fed up of waiting. It's because the mission started earlier on, before I had my food. Dog Door's coming in, and what's it coming in? Is your game on Steam by any chance, Dog Door? Right, okay. What modules have you got at the moment? Have you got many or just one or two? Oh, someone's trying to shoot me. I don't know whether it's their base or one of them. Okay, I would recommend you convert them. If you type in exclamation mark convert, it will give you a link to the forum, and you can convert those so that they become standalone licenses. And have a look and read it first. Make sure you're satisfied how it works, and it will work. And that way you'll get access to all the free trials, and you'll get better and longer sales. Alright? So I'm just saying, but it's up to you whether you want to do it. Some of these guys have done it. But basically then from then on you buy stuff through DCS, not through Steam. The money goes to the same place, but they get more of it. And the offers are better usually and longer. Sorry, what was that one?
I said I'm missing the big smoke.
Ah, right, yeah. Right, darling. Thank you very much. Are you joining us tonight?
No.
What, is that because you can't fly World War II?
Yeah.
Do you want to sort of just lean up the wall and I'll paint your picture on my plane? Is there anyone here who's actually converted their Steam account to a DCS account? See, we all knew beforehand. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, so he did originally. And Pup. But you didn't have any issues at all, did you? It just worked?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can remember.
Yeah, look it up. Make sure you read all the latest stuff on it, and then just do it anyway. And you, as I said, you'll get better sales, and you'll get everything where you can test it for free.
Yeah.
Is it the A10C you've got, or the A10A?
I do like having a one-stop shop for games, but I just like Steam always running in the background.
Well, look what they've had to start doing with Steam as well. They've had to start saying to people, you're not buying a game, you're just getting a license to use it, on the basis that if Steam goes, both A10C, the A10C2, or the A10A and the A10C. Yeah, the A10C is one I really, really like. I'll be doing some training videos, proper ones, at some point. Yeah, go ahead, Stu. Sorry, what was the call?
I have not flown it. Never got past the manual.
Okay, forget the manual. If you want me to teach you how to fly it, I'm quite happy to. It'd have to be on stream though, and what I'll do is a bit each time, and then it's up to you to practice. Last time I did a 1-to-1, it was 60 hours of my time spread over 6 months by the time we got to grips with it all. And I used to teach people A10C a long time ago, even before we could do streaming, and it used to be like 10 Sundays. Okay, I have a view of a site, just plane moving inland, just east of the cones. Lost eyes. So yeah, when you see the manual, you just switch it off, which a lot of people do. But fortunately, I had time. I was stuck in hotels. I read manuals, joined the virtual wing, got taught there, did all their qualifications, and then I quite enjoy teaching people and just opening it up a bit, and I'm quite happy to help people as well. But if you want to pick up the A10, it's an amazing plane. There's so much in it, and I won't blow your brain. I'll just give you enough that you can cope with. And it's all about repetition, doing stuff, practice, and you just need to put time in. But I'm quite happy to do that.
It's been years since I tried. I bought the Warthog filters 15 years ago with the intent of learning it.
And have you still got your Warthog?
That would be great.
Yeah, I'll still use mine. But it's an amazing plane, but I'm quite happy to give you maybe a couple of hours on a Saturday, and basically give you a couple of hours without blowing your brain, and go from there. But you don't even have to write anything down, you don't have to think too hard, you just do parrot fashion, and then once you go through the startup and you get the gist, then you write your own startup procedure. The controls are set in stone. You've just got to learn what the terminology is for the controls, which is another hurdle. But you'll learn by repetition, parrot fashion, doing, watching, listening, and then writing down, and you'll find that your learning curve will be accelerated. 3301, I'm flying at the back of our base, quite high at the moment, 4,000 metres. If you get someone on your tail, just accelerate out, keep nice and level, call it in, and I'll sweep down and try and shoot them. It's really good fun. It's not till you play it again. Yeah, the A10, it's a bit mind-blowing, but eventually when you start to get to grips with it, it's an absolutely fantastic airplane. And then you can do things with it that you're not supposed to, like go and take out SA-10s and 11s, but you have to use a different technique. You wouldn't really want to, you don't have the distance. It's a bit of a slow, heavy bird, so where everything else accelerates up to about 150, trying to put an A10C onto a carrier is quite difficult. It's doable, but you don't have the length to take off, really. Sorry, go again, Sticks.
Gotcha. First time Couch said, someone testing he's on the wrong server, LOL.
Sorry, what was that, Stixy, whereabouts are you? Where's your location? Yeah, copy that. I'm above Old Base at the moment, in between Old Base. Which way are you going, east or west? Okay, are there two bogies on your tail? I'm just coming down on Old Base. I'll be moving. Remember, don't shoot them with when the wheels are down on the runway. Yeah, I got no eyes. No, I can't see any shots. Yeah, looking. Eyes on cones, no eyes. Okay, see shots then. Go again. Think. Yellow tracers, not really sure.
And outdoors that you could cross stream the drowning. I do some streaming also
Yep, no worries about that. I used to do multi-streams where we'd have 3 or 4 of us streaming from the same game. The problem was Twitch then decided to put bloody adverts across and say, oh, you'll get a better experience by looking at Twitch, and wrecked it. But we used to do that all the time. But yeah, no problem at all. And you do it from your learning point of view. I'll do it from my teaching point of view. And we can go from there. I've got no eyes. I'm flying around Old Town at the moment. I'm turning up just that little bit. Top. I'm high, up in the air, sort of between Cones and Old Town, just keeping an eye open. Oh, and losing my helicopter, my plane. What am I doing? Let's get back down, get a bit of speed. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I'm coming in a bit lower. I'm currently 2,000 meters, coming towards Cones. Yeah, I've got no, I've got all bloody glare because of the way the sun is. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, coming up to old base, coming just over the Cones. Those are birds or boats? Speed. That's my MW50 kicking in. Methanol water mix. Got to be careful, otherwise I'm going to get shot by the flak. Heading back towards away from old base towards Cones at the moment. Yeah, copy that. Round Cones at the moment. If you need assistance, give me a call and a location. Yeah, copy. Someone's just pulling out left by Cones. Is that you? Negative. Looks like it could be spit. What was that, Stingy? Anyone circling round by Cones? Yeah, so you've just gone in between old base and Cones. Hey, roundabout, how the devil are you, matey? Happy Christmas. I hope you're well. Yeah, you're just pulling a hard left, yeah? No, I got somebody here, not sure who it is. Someone else is going hard left in front of me. I'm not shooting yet though. No idea. Excellent, matey. Yeah, copy. Circling round Cones. Yeah, all good now. Hopefully be working at home a little bit more and not having to work away. Got 2 planes on my left. Are you chasing? Are you chasing the spit? You're firing, yeah. This is multiplayer, mate. You're more than welcome if you want to join in. Yep. Okay, there's a spit. He's going to lose it in a minute if it carries on. Okay, it's just gone past me, and He may think that I'm by myself. Yeah, I'm still with. Hope that wasn't at you then, Stixie. Ah, that might have been at you. You're just going over old base. You just going feet wet, Stixie? Yeah, that's me on your tail just coming round. I did have a pop at you, but never mind. No mate, this is our own. This is just a simple PvP 10 mile. The bases are apart, nothing other than just shooting each other. You get a mix of people, some people learning, some people flying, you know what I mean. Fairly chilled and laid back. We usually do it Christmas. We've done it a couple of Christmases. Last year there wasn't much uptake, but previously we've had quite a few on. But if anyone wants to join in, server's called Mel's Emergency Server. Password is Mel12345. And we've been running it each night since probably Christmas Eve, and we'll run it through the next week as well. Oh, on the Marianas map, yeah, that's fair enough. So we're on, yeah, Normandy. Yeah, copy. I'm between cones and their base. Just pick a direction, open up the throttle, keep level, jink, and let me know, and I'll try and drop in. Yeah, whereabouts, matey, whereabouts? Hmm. And how's it going? No eyes at the moment, Stixie.
Mostly good, but it is some books with 1 or 2 missions.
Ah, right. I'll tell you what I had an idea about, and this might pique an interest. Okay, I've got eyes on one plane at the moment. It's possibly you. Can you give me a wing wiggle?
Visual on plane, diving on it now.
Hmm.
2 planes inside.
Yeah, I'm coming from above. Just one moment and I'll tell you my little idea, which I think... This looks friendly, but... That wasn't you, was it? Okay, just popped a couple of shots in the left wing, I think. So, NVIDIA have just bought out a little piece of kit, $249. Are you aware of that? Which is... what do they call it? Large language modelling something or other. Like a dev kit. And it's AI based. Yes. So what I was thinking, yeah, was how about interfacing it? Didn't somebody create a sort of like armor sort of mod for DCS that they could? Yeah, Mark 1 eyeballs, that was it. And recognition, which doesn't work so well here. So my idea would be to utilise something like that to interface into the mod that somebody created, that you could like add things in on the fly, and then get that software to run your mission based upon the results of the mission. Does that make sense? So if it could interface to the mod I'm thinking about, which was a bit like the Zeus armor, that's the one, Olympus. So then you'd use the NVIDIA thing to interface into Olympus. Yeah, that's the point. And then you could utilize that NVIDIA software to dynamically create the mission based on results and keep track, and then add things in as needed with a sort of, you know, if it wants to win, if it just wants to defend, you know, put the parameters in and let it run it. I think it is. I don't mean I can do it, it's just the idea and the concept, and it would seem feasible to me because that's going to be passing input, isn't it? And if it's passing input on Olympus, then that input can easily be handed off to the AI bit, and then that starts making you think, actually, yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, flying out, feet wet, heading back towards base, just coming past cones at the moment. But you can already interface, but you're looking at Lua stuff, aren't you, really? And a lot of stuff can be output from DCS. So you could sort of get it feeding back and then feeding in. But for $249, it's worth a punt, do you know what I mean? And then it's just a case of looking at something. I mean, you can initially start off with looking at basic, giving it things to do, and then monitoring for results. You know, kills, explosions, planes, strategies, borders, or whatever, really. I don't think we've got many on at the moment. We've got a few. There's a couple just picking it up back up again. We'll have another couple in. Frosty's around. Yeah, exactly. There's your start position, and you go from there. Okay, I've just seen a big splash in the water. Anybody call it out? Yeah. Have we got anybody who is just floating round at the moment? Can't tell if that's a splash, a ship, or what. Or a that's a parachute. What was that, Stu? I'm just coming down to Cones from Old Town. Coming in low, I'll swoop down, get some speed and get back up. Yeah, so I think you just start at the beginning and then you just start, you know, adding a little bit more, and I think it's doable. Yeah, I'm coming up. I'm over Old Base at the moment. What about Stu? I'm round by our base at the moment. Ah, funny, because I was running one and a Nook. I know the HP 800 Mini. Yeah, similar sort of thing. But it's only got 16 gig in, so I need to put another 16. Oh yeah, definitely. But can you imagine? Go against you. Yeah, copy. Cutting round the back inland. I'll be down by cones soon. Approaching cones from what direction?
So I am an engineer.
Yeah, I know.
But not a coder.
I'm not a coder, but I'm a thinker, problem solver. I'm an IT manager at the moment. But you like my idea then? Yeah, just going over Old Town. Yeah, it's quite neat, isn't it? As soon as I saw it, I thought, ooh. And you're...
Streamline mission creation.
Oh, wouldn't it half? You could just tell it what sort of mission you want and it would just get on and build it for you. And then if it could record everything and keep the mission state, then, you know, you could start it whenever, which, you know, is doable now. But yeah, it sort of lends itself to an awful lot.
Yeah, just type in what you want and let it eat.
Yeah, exactly. Or just talk to it and tell it what you want. Okay, I've got a plane turning left, coming heading inland. I can't see which way he's going yet. I take it that was you who went. Oh,
But only if we can call it
Joyce. Okay. I suddenly caught sight of you then. Yeah, if we can call it. Oh, Jarvis. Yeah, I don't think you could market it as Jarvis, unfortunately. Mate, I've done that and met somebody on the coast going the opposite way, and we both saw each other when we were prop to prop, and we just exploded. We were just like looking around all the time and didn't see the other person. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you next year when you've come back with it all working. We're up in the air, Stingy. Where's my fuel? Well, I should learn where the fuel is. I'm not used to... Oh, there it is. Yeah, 3301 coming into land, low on fuel, need a refuel.
That's a decent deal on the 10 video system too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's back off a little bit. We're going way too fast. So I'm not going to be able to land on this pass. So it'll make sense for me to go inland. I'll just drop down low on the cliffs and then just pop over the cliffs, go inland to the right of the airfield and then turn and then come in and land, hopefully.
I still don't know much about it and how it comes configured for AI.
There's an interface, basically, that you just plug in an interface and then it's what you do with that and how you convert it. You can type things into it and it'll get off and do it as far as I can see. From
AI is already in it.
you can download one of the AI models, but you don't necessarily need to have it plugged in anywhere for it to work. There's a couple of YouTube videos that I watched, but not over deeply, but enough to know that there's some possibilities there.
M0RT75 said, or
You're right, Mort. You're coming in today.
said, yeah, I'll surf some to you.
Yeah, there's some good reports on it,
Figure it out.
but I think it's eminently doable.
M0RT75 said, can do.
Okay, coming into land side, in for a refuel.
Yeah, go ahead, it's over clear.
Copy that.
So you going in for landing as well? Yeah, copy.
In game voice.
There's in-game comms, and there's also I've got my text to speech a little bit high here. I might not be able to stop. It's going way too fast, but we'll see. Flatten my... Yeah, I might run out of runway at this rate. Let's see if I can get to stop and do a 180 at the end. There's Stu landing in the opposite direction. Right, what I'm doing now is pulling my stick back all the way. The noise you can hear in the background is me pumping my brakes left, right, to try and get this thing to slow down, and it's not going to do it. There's a fence. Come on. Yeah, that was planned. Thought I was a little bit quick. Ideally you want to be around about 200, 180, 200. But that little bit of drop of height at the end.
Said you use a joystick.
Yes.
Actual flight sticks.
No, I use a joystick. I use an A10C Warthog and throttles.
Not the old.
Are you in the World War II fighter?
I am, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they got them on there. Okay. No worries. Yeah, that's on Corks, I think, isn't it? Unless Spatey started it up for the night.
You know, if is it possible to use the Mesh Commander or steel joystick from that game in this game?
Ah, right. Spatey's fired it up for tonight. When we came on, it wasn't there.
Guys, I hope you can go to fast takeoff and to space point level. Heading to our base.
Yeah, drag them over. Drag them over and get them to get shot by the flak. Yeah, we're in this one at the moment, the emergency one, Stingy, which is why you can't see anybody at all. That's the one we'd normally be on, but as I said, it wasn't up when we came on.
I need a spotter if possible to give me a heads up when I can pop up for the airfield.
If you basically go to the cones, you'll get to Old Town and you'll see the cliffs. Yeah, you'll see the cliffs get suddenly steep, and you should be able to pop up there on the right as soon as you get to the steep part. I'm facing the other way. Right, okay, that's good. Just be careful. That's Frosty in the spit. Good spit pilot. One who's had a sandwich. Oh shit, cup of tea. That's the one, yes. I couldn't remember it. So this is Frosty we're looking at. Okay, I'm refueled, just drinking my cup of tea and then I'll be back up. If anybody wants to join in, guys, you're more than welcome. Just jump into the server. Mel's emergency server password is Mel12345. Yeah, it does sort of whet the appetite, doesn't it? And as I said, for $249, it's worth a punt.
Which of your...
It was Frosty up your ass. You're not allowed to attack while you're on the ground, but you're being attacked by 3 bombers coming over, and they're going to come and bomb the shit out of your base and shoot you, so you can shoot them. Right. Okay, 3301 ready to taxi. I'm gonna I'll come up the runway first, so I'll leave the right hand side free for you, Stu, to take off. I've got to be careful now, so I need to just move my nose out so I can see forward. He wouldn't get any points from Stu, but you get some penalty points. But he would definitely get points from you if you died, even if he'd just hit you with 1 shot. I've just gone over something and knackered my wheel. There's a pothole on the runway. Looks like either from probably from a bomb, and it's just taken my wheel out. Typical. I did. I need to turn this over, open the radiators, turn this back off. That's my engine stop. I'll come on, go down. I'll request a repair from the ground crew. There's nothing wrong with the aircraft at the moment. The repair's unfortunately like 3 minutes.
Oh boy, I'm
Okay.
nervous now.
That's better, mate, because you've got more targets to hit and they run into each other. Trust me. But, you know, it's either going to be 5 against 3 or 3 against 5, but it just makes life easier when you've got more targets to go at, especially if you know who's flying what. He's besmirching your character, Stinger. If anyone else wants to join in, you're more than welcome. So this is just very light. I know it's PvP, don't let that scare you off. If you're learning, that's absolutely fine. Get in, take off, fly around, land. And then when you feel up to it, join in the fighting. There are rules. You can't shoot anybody who's got wheels on the ground. If you see somebody taking off, you've got to let them get up to speed. You can't just go and attack them. You can't shoot anyone on the ground. Obviously the bombers that are going over can. If you want to drop bombs on the enemy's airport, you're more than welcome to. They do have flak or bofors, so you might get shot down. And, you know, dare I say it, don't be a dick, and that's it. Just enjoy it. All the World War II planes are here for you to choose from. Even the clown plane, which I'll jump into one of the days, which is absolutely excellent for taking out BF-109s who come sweeping down and then get involved in a turning fight. You've got this little plane called the IL-16 that looks like a clown plane, and it is absolutely brilliant in the right hands. And all they do is they take out the BF-109s and the Germans who are too low down. Yeah, my one landlord is. There's an advert in the UK at the moment, and the whole advert is going on about this guy called Richard who's this and this, and it closes off with "Don't be a Richard," right? But obviously it doesn't mean that. Just think, back in the old days there was quite a common name, and in the States it means bum. In the UK it doesn't, but that was somebody's name. Nowadays, if you say, do you want to go around and see Richard and this woman's name, it means a whole different thing. A lot of famous cook, somebody Craddock. Let's have a little look, see what's going on. Oh, someone's in a beaver skin, look. Who's that? Hey, Stingy. What's Stinky got on? Oh my god. Oh dear. And that's not rum, by the way, just in case anyone was thinking it might be. Who's this? Foster? Sticks us up. Yeah, exactly. This is Sham. Stingy's behind him. Hopefully my repair will be finished soon. So if we have a little look at the moment. Oh, we have got cows in, look. Got a couple of cows. These two coming over. Excuse me. So they coming in basically, and Stingy's coming in to bomb the base. Sounds like the name of a track, doesn't it? So we've got flat cannons here and here, so they can get rid of the flat cannons as long as they don't shoot the cows. If you're wondering what a cow looks like, should be able to hit that one. There we go. Oh. So the cow just sits there thinking it's in heaven with monster-sized grass. That's nearly as big as the cow. And occasionally it does make noises. That's a little bit too close. Oh, there it is. Oh, sounds like something's going on. Sorry, cow. Here comes Stingy. I hope he's not going to bomb me. Right, I'm all fixed now. I've got to try and get this thing started. And then let's see if I can go and shoot them. So, again, we're just going to ask ground crew to run the inertial starter. Inertial starter? Yeah, inertial starter. Okay, and as soon as they do that, I'll put my brakes on ready. And then pull the starter, which is this little lever here, and hopefully it starts up. Now, I'm not telling the other people on my team that those two are on our base because that would be unfair. Come on, you can do it. No, you can't, can you? Right. Let's try again. Sometimes it's a bit bugged, and after you've had a repair, you can't start the damn things. So we'll give it a while. Not looking good. Go on, go on. Not looking good, is it? Now, at one point, this thing here used to work and used to prime your engine, but it doesn't.
Good to talk to you again.
Yeah, roundabout. As I said, it is nice to see you, but don't forget the idea because I think you'd enjoy it.
New Year's.
And you, matey, thanks for popping in.
thought that enemy just lost it still.
So that you're flying over our area. You realize that was just the ground. They will shoot you.
See if we can get this thing going this time. If not, I'll have to get a new plane. However, because I'm landed and the plane's intact, that'll go back into stores. So it won't be wasting it. Yeah, it's not going to start, is it? I'll get another one. Is the audio okay, by the way? Once there is some audio to listen to. Right, I'll go through the startup again. It is really easy. First, let's get this little site out of the way. Look to the right. And we want, there's two columns of buttons. We want the top one and the one down there, which is a pitot. The one at the bottom. And then all of the right ones. So we've got a battery, two radios and a fuel pump. We're going to open the radiator full. We're going to hit the oxygen. Okay, leave the radio on number 2. That usually means your wingman, your team, the base, etc, etc, but they use shapes. If we look here, we're going to push the nose down to 1.5, so we're putting a little nose down on the elevators. We're going to push the pumps up. We're going to move the magnetos up to M1, M2, put the MW50, which is our methanol water mix, which gives us a boost if needed. Pop the gun switches on, and the most important one is this little switch down here, and that's the governor. So all that does is manages the RPM. Put the brakes on, request the inertial starter like I just did. I'm going to put the lock the tail wheel, which is at the moment pointing forward. And as soon as they say clear, I'll open the little flap there and then pull. Once it starts, I'll push the throttle forward a little bit just to let the engine run up. And then warm the engine before I take off. It always looks like it's going to stop, but it will kick in, look. And push the throttle forward a little bit. A little bit more, there we go. Shut the canopy. Let the engine warm up. Who have I got over on my left? Radio check. Good copy, thanks. So it's a very easy plane to start, landing and that. Flying is a bit tricky. It takes a bit of getting used to. What you in? Yeah. You've got 2 things to keep an eye on, haven't you? And I can't remember the numbers, but yeah, if you're not careful, you will overheat it. I think.
Just drop some beer barrels.
Go on, I'm listening. $2,600 sham for the RPM cruise. Do you remember how many inches it was as well on the throttle? Yeah, he's saying keep it round about 2,000 sham, but you can't hear the radio. Let's get the undercarriage up, let's build a bit of speed up. Something I didn't do was uncage my attitude indicator. Did you set those barrels of rum to go off at all, Sting? Because everyone's clapping and cheering, mate. They're having a party at our base.
Yeah, it is hydro.
Yeah.
I see what.
That's not the attitude, Sham. Yeah. Yeah, there's about 3.
All 3 were at the same time without everything.
Oh, okay. Stingy's on my arse. Stingy's on my arse.
You want me to move back, right?
Yeah.
Turn it around now.
It's probably no. It's frosty. It's frosty.
No, I don't care what it is.
Yeah. Frosty's on our base. I'm smoking like a smoky thing. Okay, I've lost control of this. Get out, get out, get out quick. Come on, jump. Don't fanny around. Oh, that's it. Head first down. Come on. There you go. Good lad. Don't land in the fire. You're going to land in the fire, aren't you now? Going to be a Fritzel burger. Yeah, I survived. Nice one, Frosty. Frosty's not even in here, is he?
Oh, in that case, Mel, have a look at Frost.
Oh, have you, Oh, right. Oh, Dog Door's in. Mort's in as well. Oh, there's a lot more spits than there is anything else now. Yeah, Frost is in. There's quite a few people in. We haven't got many on the Reds. Yep. If you pull your finger out, it's very easy. Speaking of which, I could do with a drink. Let me send a text message. Just one moment.
There should be a spit going quite badly. Sorry?
Kev said,
Yeah.
well, after consistent PC instability, I did a complete wipe and restart. Started at 10 this morning. Still installing everything now.
Oh, good grief. Nothing, Frosty, you're not in?
Said, heard my name.
Yeah, you should
What
be.
have I done?
You should be in, mate. You can't just come and fly and then not communicate with us. You know, you can't gloat from there, can you? Have you got your radiators still on full open sticks? That's alright then. They'll be on auto mode, your engine's probably hot. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we need to... Come on, comms. Yeah, I think they collided. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, I think that was blue on blue. Yeah. Come into TeamSpeak if you want, Dog Door. He's quite new to multiplayer, so it's like, you know, recognition. But I'm sure we all know how that works. when we used to play, we used to say you get 10 points for a kill and 50 points minus for a friendly fire. And nobody ever used to get positive points. You back yet, Sham? Can someone drag Mort up if they're not flying at the moment? Pardon?
I am back, but Frosty is back to 4v4.
Okay, no worries.
Otherwise it'll be 5v3 again. You persuade Frosty to speak.
I'm trying to get Frosty on TeamSpeak, but you know what he's like. It's winter time. He gets grumpy. Okay. There's no point coming, right, not coming on, and you can't gloat about who you just shot down, surely. It's all about bragging rights, I would have thought. Pardon?
Yeah.
A dog door said, what's Darren Speak server?
Do exclamation mark TS3 and you'll get the address. There's no password.
Mel said, the server address for TeamSpeak is ts3.mel12345 UK 9044 and the number is important.
Because I never ever said my RPM right.
What plane you in?
Well, any of the W2. I use my old binds for planes, and my RPM was not bind, so I had to bind it.
It just depends, because with the 109 you don't need to worry about it if you set it on auto. Right, let's get this going. Let's put the we need to be a little bit more careful as well with who's flying, so we need to work together and get better comms.
Yeah, I understand. You moved your mic away, mate, because you sound quite soft now.
Talking a little bit quieter because of the time. What plane you in, Stingy? Might not be called RPM. And I think it's... If you look at the two gauges on the right hand side, one of them's inches of something and then the other one will be called something. If you look, you might see. So the RPM in the spit is on the right hand side, high, I think. And yeah, some of the names they use are a little bit weird just because of the age. Okay, right, let's go. 3-3. Go into active and forgot that I need my brakes. Okay, move that back. Make sure my flaps are up. Okay, 330 taking off. Yeah, copy that. You're right, Frosty. Yeah, I've told her about your sandwich. Hang in the right. Damn it, Janet. Damn it, Janet, don't forget Sting. Guess what I forgot to do? One thing, guess what I forgot? Yes. So that's what happens. Right, I was quite good with the engine on the way up, but didn't put the governor there. Right, come out and pick another plane. The reason why I switch here and go back is because that plane's not destroyed, it'll just go back into stock. Right, try again. One switch, I always say that's the most important switch. Yeah, probably. Usually it's better when you get more on one side so that you got more targets. Just makes it easier to pick somebody to shoot. So that's the switch I was on about is just down there. That one. That's the governor. Okay, direction, is he heading west?
Matt Black Gaming said, "What is so fragile that
Yeah, that was it.
breaks it?"
What is so fragile that's saying?
Merry
Go on.
Christmas, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, matey. How are you? We started playing Star Citizen again. And T-Lady's been playing as well. So it'll be Star Citizen tomorrow. How are you anyway? Come on, clear. Did I miss that?
I'm okay, thanks. Only 4.0.
Yeah. Yeah, be brief if you can.
Yeah, I got a spit chasing 109. Hot cones, feet wet. Yeah, actually,
I haven't heard him say clear. Why haven't I? Has anyone heard him say clear? Did anyone? I didn't either. Unless it's been drowned out by the radio chat. Right. Okay. Right, keep your ears open, because I've missed it twice. Thank you. Didn't think it was me.
The 109 looks smaller than usual.
Yeah, it's probably the funny angle I'm at. It's probably where I'm situated in the plane, to be fair. Let's right, I'll go and catch up with whatever's going on. Sometimes you get some good fur balls, but there's nothing at the moment. I can see some of the planes down there, look, see? Just above the trees at the bottom. It's probably about 2 miles away. Possibly. Right, I haven't put my radiators up. That needs to go to automatic. I need to get up. Get a little bit of a boost. Keep my nose down. I don't want to go too high all of a sudden. I'm not going to join straight away. I need to get some speed, get some height. take my safety off, pump my cannon, which I'm doing now. Oh, that's primed. With the BF-109, all your ammo shoots out.
Very close to Phoenix inside.
Oh yeah.
Build these aircraft around the planets.
Well, I've got two in our base. One's chasing the other who's in front.
Okay, I've just taken off as well, and I am turning to get a climb and a bit of speed, so...
Yeah, I just saw a plane, but I lost visuals of them. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the base now.
Yeah, I'm round... Oh, someone's shooting at me, yeah, I can see.
Yeah, try to stay low so they express the water faster.
Okay, keep going in a straight line, open it up, Stu, open it up. Oh, there's another one. Oh, you just come over the top of me while I was firing. Sorry, you come over the top of me while I was firing then, Stixie.
Mate, I'm just seeing where you guys are. Yeah, the thing's on our runway now. Yeah?
Lost eyes, lost visual. Okay, there he is. Lost my cannon. Where's he gone? What is he gone? Okay, I think he's turned off. I just lost him. Could have gone underneath me. Lost cannon.
Still, you've got one on your seat. I know, it's been on my things for the last 5 minutes.
Are you still riding now?
Riding?
Yeah, I had no more airspeed to turn, so I was about to slow off.
Okay. I lost him. He went under me. Lost the view on you now, Stu. Sorry.
Yes, bikes.
Oh no, not bikes. Never did ride bikes. That's why I was surprised when you asked.
He's smoking Old Town Cone, just inland.
Okay.
Low level treetops chasing.
Who's turning feet wet? Our base. No. Yeah, copy Stixie. I'm just behind you and hi.
Yeah, go engine go.
Friendlies.
Coming back to reorder. Okay.
To be honest, when you start doing this, you realise how difficult it must have been. We've got a plane who's heading high, probably 1,000 feet inland, back towards our base. That you, Frosty?
On low level over Old Town now, heading inland.
Yeah, copy. About half mile inland.
So what did you express me? I got thoughts.
Yeah, I'm coming over cones now, low level.
Okay, so that was you. Okay.
Possibly, I thought I was in front of you, to be fair. Just going over cones now. What happened?
Nothing.
Going down the coast, Dixie, dropping down below the wall, round to the Ragged Rock, copy, and then round the factory.
You're still quite high, mate. You're still aiming for a black.
No, dropping down.
Yeah, now we have to come level.
I think it was a plane. Just go past the Ragged Rock and then round by the factory and then back up inland. This is the Ragged Rock, or the Rugged Rock, whichever way you want to look at it. Got shots coming out, I think it's their flak. Which is why we're going low past the base. And we'll turn in here. Turning in. And there's a...
We flying boys.
Their base over there.
Can you black out from the G-forces?
Yes, blackout and red out. Depending what sort of G-forces you're doing, you can bleed out as well. The base is over there. Just turning in, coming in deep. It's quite difficult to see when you hear that factory is not far from their base. Soon run out of fuel. Full at the moment. I think I've lost all my cannon. 450. Backing off slightly. Yeah, copy, slow down. Okay, you've got flak shooting you or somebody shooting you, one or the other.
You sure that's me?
I could see some shots being fired from their base. Unless I'm just going over their base by mistake.
Oh, I'm at your 6 now.
Right, okay, I can see shots underneath me. It's probably their flak. Closer than I thought. Heading up the coast, coming up to Old Base in the beach.
Yeah, copy, still following you.
Heading east. Frosty, Stu, you back up yet? Alexa, drop in smart bag. Yes.
With a handle?
It's a flare gun. Lisa, is it tea time yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it tea time? Alexa, cancel. I dropped into the Alexa in the living room, but all I can hear is the telly. She's probably asleep. Just trying to get a cup of tea.
The deadliest of ammunition.
It's quite good that sometimes when you we've been in trouble, the flare gun works really well. It's just taken off. Go around the back. Climb now.
Is the fuel taking off still?
If that dollar hits a plane well, they are flying gas tanks, sir.
Possibly. Yeah. Something's coming round. Okay, I got eyes on something. There's two planes at the back of me. Is that you behind me, Frosty?
No, you have a spit on your 6, mate.
I don't. There is one behind me and one behind that. And I can see another plane down there. Can't make it out yet.
Yeah, something is shooting me. Yeah, I have a spit on my 6.
Yeah, copy that. Just drag him down the beach.
Yeah, lost Radu. Pilot is injured.
Yeah, copy. Just drag him back to the base. Anyone high over the back of our base at the moment?
Going in.
That looks like a spit. Got my who's blue? Who's flying round blue? I'm pretty sure blue's enemy, isn't it? Copy. So hard to tell. I know we got a red one. I'll give him a ping anyway and see what happens. But that looks...
No blue is blue. And red is dead.
Oh look, there we go. Bit more. We'll run out of ammo soon. Let's get closer. It's a bitch. Lost him. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh, bollocks. See it? I just lost him then. Could be him there. Yep. I haven't got much left in the way of ammo. Just about make him out. Has he moved? Oh, there he is. Gonna run out of this methanol in a minute. Eagle. Yeah, I've lost him. There he is. There he is. He's running through his base. Hear my engine die in a minute. Don't want to play turning with him because what that means is that he will win.
I've got one inland going from Old Town to Cone.
Okay, got a smoker. Sorry, got a smoker. There's one down by Old Base. Smoking, copy. Nice. Follow me up. Shit. Okay, bugging out, bugging out. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. Bugging out, heading RTB. Got shooter on my ass. Hopefully there's someone else behind. Bugging out inland RTB. Got a little couple of stickers on my wings. What I mean by that is if you look at these, they're not holes, they're like someone's gone around and stuck stickers on there. Just drop my wheels just to slow the plane down. Oh shit, he was still there. Okay, fair enough. If you want to play that game. Where's he go? Oh, it's coming back because I need fuel. There he is. More damage now. Not about to get down. About to glide it in, lost my prop. Flaps are still up at the moment. Wheels are up at the moment. I might just reach. Up, slowing down too quick. Dropping the flaps down a little bit. It'll add a bit of drag, but it'll stop my stalling. I should be able to just about get back to base, but I'll have to belly flop on the far side of the runway. I'll try it with wheels, but they'll just buckle. Don't want to come in too hard. Just pulling the nose up as I come in. Not too hard. Yeah. Wheels are collapsed underneath me, but at least I'm down in one piece with a damaged plane. Yeah. It's like he's getting shot by the flak now. Okay. I'm going to have to go and make a cup of tea. I think my tea lady's unfortunately asleep. I'll be back in 2 ticks and we'll switch over to... Oh right, okay, who's that? Frosty. Oh right, Frosty, you should have shouted out you were blue earlier. I was asking. I know red was our colour, but I didn't realise there was a blue one. That's Stingy. And Frosty's still not in here, is he? Okay, there's Pup. I'll be back in a tick, guys. Just bear with. Comes to sum up when you go and make your own tea. Right, kettle's on. And she's spark out on the settee as I thought she might be. I think he's enjoying the fly. More, I wonder if it was him I was shooting up earlier. Possibly. Is he still down there? Let's drag him up. Hey, up. You're right, I didn't realise you were still down there. I do apologise. Was that you? I was popping that earlier on for a bit. I noticed you're sort of bullet ridden. Unless Frost is, had you? Oh, that's not good. He's going to come down and bounce. And there's a plane there pointing this way by the looks of it. You having fun with that, Stingy? Ah, it's just practice, mate. You back on Factorio, Sham? Okay, we'll have a little look. Oh yeah, you get a lot of echo if you got the stream audio on. You don't want to be doing that. It sort of loops around and just goes weird, doesn't it? Yeah. You could be talking to yourself, you never know. Okay, so they're going to meet. These are running at 3,000 feet. Yeah, that's the problem. Got planes underneath him. Now, not sure whether he's seen those. They come. No. Oh, there's Stu and Frosty. Now, what will happen if he's not careful is with the P51, it's very easy to pull out the air, so you have to be really smooth and watch how you turn. Anything too fierce and you suddenly just lose it and it'll come diving to the floor. So if he's not careful, he's not going to be able to correct that. Oh, he's alright. See the way. Pull his wings off. I think you were going a bit quick there, pup. You were giving that some welly to get that back up and not crash, and you pulled your wings off. And the squirrel finished you off. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Just doing me too. Right. What? You still in Stixie? Who we got here? More. And I'm down. Frosty's up. Stixie's just come in. Stu. Okay, I'm going to even the numbers up and switch. Right. Hello, Kev. Who's just come in then? Was that dog? What am I in? Okay. P51, very easy to start. You just got generator, battery.
A dog door said, just setting up teams.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah, alright matey, no worries. Yeah, they sound excellent, Stingy. Let's bring the flaps up. Move the rudder over to 5 degrees. Counter the torque when it's on floor. Push the RPM forward a little bit. Pop the fuel booster on, magnetos. I put the camera on already. Pop the fuel on. Pull back the primer. Lift up the trigger cover. Okay, pull the trigger, and then as I pull the trigger, when the engine catches, I'm going to move that red mixture lever down. There we go. Push a little bit more throttle. Let it warm up a little bit. Shut the door by pushing or rolling the centre of the handle. Someone's on voice activation and listening to the stream. If you're in TS, I'd mute the stream. Otherwise you'll get a really bad echo. Okay, so this is nearly ready to go. Let's see where I am. Gotta turn. Yeah, that's all right. I gotta turn right. Right, 124 radio check. Thank you very much. It happens. This is a little bit easier to steer on the floor. Just going to go up to the runway and then we'll take off. Someone's coming in to land. This is the main runway, I think. It's runway clear. Can't see anybody on it. Right, so we'll just turn around here. A few potholes. Lock the tail wheel in the centre position. Push the RPM up. Pull this one down. Is this closed? I think it is. Yep. Okay. Full throttle. Use the rudder when it's locked in 6 degrees. You should be able to keep this down the middle of the runway reasonably well. It should just take off by itself, more or less. Just gently pull back on the stick. As soon as it's moving up, keep the nose down. 5x5. Build up a bit of speed. Back off on the RPM to the top of the green, approximately. Start backing off on the throttle. Reset the trim to pull that 5 degree out, and when it's flying nice and smooth and level, uncage the attitude indicator. That depends on the suction here. Put the mirror down, depending on your machine whether it can cope. It always helps. And then let's go looking for planes. Anyone got any questions? There's a TF51 they get free with DCS. It's exactly the same flight model, but there's no weapons. Should be cruising about 250. Pulling back on this stick now. And zooming in a bit. Is Havoc not on tonight? I thought you were going to come in tonight. If you are on, sneakily watching. Got about 8 people, probably about 6 or 7 flyers, which is reasonable enough. Could do with about 5 or 6 aside ideally, and then you get some real good fur balls. Anyone else up in the air yet? 3301 flying just passing our base. Feet wet. Okay, looking for enemy. I've got my volume turned up a bit, which I haven't because of next door. Right. Adora. Which one's that? The Fucker Wolf or the BF? Yeah, what is it you can't do? Have you... Oh, someone's just shot me. Yeah, thanks, Pup. It's a bit late. It's flying in a nice straight line. I'm at Cones. Have a look to see. There should be... I can't remember if there's a governor on it. Right, I'm just trying to think what else can there be. I haven't flown that one for as long as I haven't flown any of these things. Where did he go? Sure, he just overshot me. There he is. He's coming round again, is he? Before? Yeah, he is. Come on then.
Matt Black Gaming said he was going that fast. I think he went back to the future.
I was slowing down a lot to get him to overshoot, because if I caught him, I can just get my nose up in time to pop him as he goes by. Okay, lost the blade. Still going a little bit quick at the moment, I think. Emergency landing. Yeah, watch the base. Yeah, they're down, I think. I'm not going to be able to stop though, I don't think. Just nurse it in a little bit.
Flaps down.
Yep. Just going to be a bit long. Just need to... Come on, I had a slight bounce.
You're good to go.
Pumping the brakes. As you can see, one way, then one the other. I'm going to spin out. It's not too bad. Lost a little bit of it. Survived, but I'm on fire. Okay, I'll jump out. I'm not going to get him to polish that out. It's the emergency landing. It worked. I don't know whether I'm alive though. Yeah. You watch him stand in the fire, stupid man. Come on, get off. Jump. Okay, don't jump. Turn over there. Okay. He's floating in the air. Thinks he's a snowman. Oh, I see. He's stuck on the wing, look. Oh well, that'll teach you. I was going to say it's really quiet. I can't see anybody, but that was down our end by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm still struggling a bit with my door.
Yeah, it's why I stick to one plane each side and then get...
From it all and goes to the pub.
Yeah. Saying he's broke his nail or something like that, which is typically English. Right, let's move over here. I need to bring the flaps back up. That one needs to go forward. Move the prop pitch forward a bit, fuel booster, fuel magnetos.
J-Forms 45.
Hey James.
Do you use
Yes matey. So I'm only using it, it's like a 5 degree to the right to counter the torque a little bit, so that it doesn't push so far over, and that's it. It depends, once I take off I reset the trim and then I let go of everything and then see what I need to adjust. So I might trim the pitch, I might trim an aileron. Very rarely do I trim the rudder. And then that's it then, once I've got a baseline. So let's push the primer up for about 3 seconds.
Thanks.
You're welcome, matey. Oh, hold it. Okay, put the mixture down. Little bit of RPM. Rotate the handle at the base. Press the radio onto station A. Radio check. Good copy, thanks. And then reach over, get a cup of tea, because this is what we English do. Squirrel. Did you get out, or did you headbutt the floor? I prefer flying. So, a frosty, that is, frosty cab. That looks like friendlies, fighting friendlies. Oh no, no. That's quite good. If you can get one for 25 quid in the sale, then definitely. There are some servers will run this. But, you know, a lot of people don't play much. We tend to play Christmas, and then anyone can join in because it's good fun. There are some missions you can get for them. But they are nice to fly sometimes. No systems, it's just down to you. Just reading your post, Matt. Yeah, it's the thing is, if there's a sale on, and when you look, they're really cheap, so it's worth a punt. You know what I mean? BF109's the quickest. Spits turn better, but you have to be careful. P51s are quite good, and the I-16's quite good as well. So they all work well. But it's you flying the plane, and it makes such a big difference. Especially when you shoot somebody down and it's on the opposing team, you know, it's bonus. But when there's a sale on, they're dirt cheap. So, as I said, it's worth a punt. Oh yeah, it wouldn't surprise me the slightest, Matt. Because that's fairly typical. I'm drinking my tea at the moment before it goes cold. I'll try and watch a bit of the action. I haven't got all my camera stuff on. Red 109 is Stu. Yeah, but you're telling him now, so he knows not to worry about you. Shout abuse at him. Yeah, you got a blue 109 behind you, which is Frosty. You can barely land on there and let's walk away. Yeah, if they fly in together well, there'll be a pair of them. So if you're after one, there'll be one after you. Come on, get to stop before it hits the trees and you can walk away. Look at that, you found yourself a nice little space. Can have a picnic. Yeah, I tell you what, when you start looking at the playback, you can get some really good shots. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, well, that in line with the track, you can get some really good. I think they're still having a go at you. Right. Let's see where I am again. Same place as before. Sorry about the coughing there. What's your wink? Right, I think I've already done the canopy. Yep. Going a little bit quick. It's 3301 coming round, taking the active. Put the mirror on. It's only Frosty and Stu. See you, Stingate. Be Star Citizen Day tomorrow, and then we shall be doing this again tomorrow evening. No, you just need to. It's not bad at the moment, although it's on preview to cover the bases. It runs pretty smoothly and looks pretty amazing with some reasonable mission loops in there. What the hell? What happened then? Did you see that? Have I hit a pothole? My wings just flew off. The wing just flew. I don't know whether I come round the corner and hit that pothole or what. Possibly. Yeah. Bloody potholes. After all that. Oh. I have to change planes. Right. Try again. Yeah, potholes basically wreck your plane, as you can see. If you go down one, the trouble is with your nose up in the air, you can't quite see it sometimes. So I missed it. So you don't have to own all the maps, but some of your classic ones like Normandy, or Normandy 2 as it is now, is a good one to have. But you can fly them on anything. It just depends on what mission they've got set up, to be fair. The other thing you've got as well is K14, which is a lead calculator, but I don't use it. And if this was all working properly and you could change your convergence and so on, it would be better. But the convergence is fixed, unfortunately. So now I've got to remember there's a pothole there. Let's spin the handle. Then put the radio on. Radio check. Thank you. Okay, switch my head tracking on. Right, if I don't pull the stick back, the tail wheel's not locked and it'll work like a caster, which means this thing you can just spin it round, to be honest. And then you need to straighten the...
What map comes with the base game?
It's called Caucasus, which is the Black Sea. And if you are going to download it, James, don't download it from Steam. Go and get it from DCS. The reason being, you'll be able to try every module and map for free for 2 weeks each. And then once you've tried them out, you want to turn right, by the way, whoever that is. Once you've tried them out, after 6 months you can do them again. So you'll get a year's of free playing, basically. There's about 6 or 7 sales a year, and when you have sales, some of these things are...
What's the most popular map that servers usually use for jets?
For jets, I wouldn't say there's a most popular. One of the best ones is Syria, but it's really big. For instance, if you've got 32 gig of RAM and you use Syria and you try streaming, it'll crash. So it really does vary. There's some new maps just come out and you'll find they're the flavour of the day as well. Quite a few maps have got their own preferences, but you'll still find a lot of missions going on for Corxes. There's a lot of missions written for Corxes, both dynamic and progressive. So you won't go wrong with it. I've just got to watch that. See how bumpy I've suddenly got. You just got to watch that pothole. But what I would do is just try the base map. There's plenty of missions for it. Right, stick back to the middle. Actually lock the tail wheel to a 6-degree turn. And then just build your speed up. Keep the plane down the runway. And then push the nose forward a little bit and you'll be on 2 wheels. And then once you've built up some more speed, gently ease the stick back. Okay, gear up as soon as your wheels are up. Just building up a bit of speed. Now I'm going to reset the trim. And then I'm going to start backing off on the throttle, or manifold pressure as it's called here. Back off on the RPM. I only want to use maximum of both of those on takeoff. Okay, still building up speed, getting up to about 250. I haven't put my camera on yet, which is this one. Sorry, my gun sight. And then let go of everything. You see the way the nose dips? I can just trim that out with a bit of pitch trim. Little bit of right aileron. And that's not too bad, so I can go with that. Right, there's probably planes around. I'll go left for a change instead of a right. As you go around, you can see there's a little ball, which is a slip indicator. If it's pushed to the right, okay, you need to turn right. If it's pushed to the left, you need to turn a little bit left. Otherwise, you're slipping through the air, which means you're not being efficient and you'll be losing airspeed. So you want a coordinated turn, which is when the ball is in the middle of that indicator. Otherwise, you've got what you call an uncoordinated turn, and you'll be losing power all the way through the turn. So I'll try coming into land this time, and keep my eyes open and see if I can see anything. It gives me a bit of camouflage, so if anyone's flying over there, it's going to be harder for them to see me if they're above me, especially with this over in the background. However, bearing in mind I'm streaming, so it won't take much to look at the stream. The suction is up on here now, so I can uncage this, which will give me a rough guide. So I'm backing off on the speed just a little bit, saving my engine. There's a little plate on the right hand side here that gives you some settings for depending what you want to do. And if you push too much RPM, too much throttle, you will just damage your engine. Nothing beyond me at the moment. So if you see one plane, right, always look around. Typically, if you've got 2 planes, one will be up high. If I was flying on the other side, I'd be flying high and waiting for something to happen down below, and then I'd use that energy to dive down, swoop down, try and get a few shots and swoop back up again before they could do anything. Oh, it is a plane, it's a friendly. Okay, I can see you now. Okay, we're coming round the back end of their base, be careful. Or we will be soon. You'll have to, can you hear me? Who is it on my wing? Who's on my wing, by the way?
I'm not all base.
Yeah, copy. It's alright, I didn't know you was there. I was going to turn left. And ignore the time on the top right.
Dog on your wing.
Yeah, copy, dog. You want to chain right, matey? I was going to turn left then. I looked and I thought, I'm sure I just seen the plane. If you want to get on my right wing, I'm going to swing round to the left shortly.
Get on hold. It screwed up your undercarriage and take off.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
See you wagging your wing.
Yeah, I was trying to roll over and get it to go up.
Looks spectacular from where I sit.
Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, enemy. Yeah, I was trying to waggle them back in, but I couldn't.
I enjoyed the show.
Ah, you're welcome. Just means I'm going to have to be the target. You want to go up high, keep an eye. I'll give a call if I'm being shot. Swoop down on them if you can.
After that,
Yeah, copy. I'm turning out now towards the sea, round the back of their base, out the way of the flak with a bit of luck. But yeah, I'll have no speed or anything, so I'll just have to play prey.
But no one got the kill with my shot.
yeah, a few questions in chat. Feel free to call out.
Yeah, no worries. Just in case you weren't aware, we're coming up to Old Town, which is this one on the left hand side, a little bit further Cones, a little bit further Old Base, and then you'll be back to our base.
I was wondering what you were referring to. So Old Town's that little inlet.
This is this little inlet here, Old Fishing Town, yeah, Old Town. And as you move down the coast, you should start to see the cones, airshow cones, just on the coast in front.
I'm just on about 4,000 off your starboard rear.
Yeah, copy that.
I see the pylons down.
Okay, just past the pylons is okay, I've just been shot at. Something's behind me. So just past the pylons is Old Base, as we call it, because that's what we used when we first started this. Did you catch that? Someone just swooped down and shot me. Okay, I'm quite damaged. I think my radio's gone as well. Surprised he's not coming in for another one. Yeah. Okay, I got spit up my ass. Yes, mate. I got spit up my ass, by the way, if anyone's listening. I am the smoker with the legs down. Spit up my ass. It was, that was, it was blue, it was frosty. Right, let's try and have a look at these. Where are they fighting? Here they are. Have we got pup?
While I'm jumping out of DCS, one more before I can play tomorrow since
Okay, mate. Now this is the other problem. Okay. Just beware, dog. Ah, you're blue on blue. It's really quite difficult. Yeah, no worries, mate. It's getting on a bit, isn't it? Tomorrow will be Star Citizen Day if anyone's interested. Nice. It is, isn't it? Once you get going, I mean, there's a bit of blue on blue action, but you know it happens. Let's see what's going on with these. Oh, that's a red one. That's going to be Stew. Turned in a little bit late. It's losing it a little bit. It should be able to recover. Very twitchy. This is also enemy. So you got two BF-109s. So what I would do if I was the blue one would be flying forward a little bit and try and get this one to follow. He's lost it now. He's gone flat. He won't recover. So what I would have done with the blue, the one of those was kept flying in one direction. That would have sucked the Spitfire in behind, and then you got the other plane up his ass to kill him. And that noise you can hear is a P-51 somewhere, the high-pitched whistle. You're right. Let's have a little look at the map, see what's going on. So there's Pup coming in after Stew. Stew's there over on the left. This can out-turn those, but it could do with just a little bit of flaps on to give them a little bit of turn, but not much. You need analog control on it if you're going to do that. Yeah, okay. It's quite good, isn't it? Okay, so now he's got one of the others after him. See him leading the target. So Frosty's coming in. Frosty's a really good pilot. But they, yeah, let's come and jump out. He died that time. Didn't get out in time. That's Stew flying on the Red Wings. And then there's a blue one.
I'm so sorry I chose this one. I may not be the greatest pilot, but at least I'm still undefeated in yoga.
That's the main thing, isn't it? You know, there's got to be something you're good at.
75 said long.
Who's that there? Ah, it's Sham. So I might jump in a Spit actually. I haven't flown a Spit, for God knows how long. So I might jump in one and have a look.
75 said the first ever yogi to break the sounds barrier too. A dog door said ace of the Vendables. Said long, I hope.
Right, this is a Spitfire, and it's a little bit of a different cockpit, so I've got to try and remember how to actually start this one up. First thing from memory, push your throttle forward, and you can see my throttle doesn't do anything at all. So that's never a good sign. So let's go back in, go to Axis, and look at that. Okay, clear the combo. I think I might not be able to clear this. I know what's happened to that, and that is my controller. And for some unknown reason, when my controller's on, which it's not even on at the moment as far as I can see, it causes problems with the World War II planes. So let's see if I can set it now. and you see it's red. So it should be, should be a clash. These are working. We've only got one wheel brake, but this is a pain in the ass. It happened before, and the only way I'm going to get out, if I rescan, we shouldn't even have my controller in here, which it's not there. Rescanning devices. Controller's not plugged in, but it still causes a problem. And now it's just gonna sit there doing nothing. So let's just quickly, if I can, jump out, jump back in again, and then see if it's cleared that problem. So you'll lose picture for a short while, or if you're on YouTube you'll see my desktop or my little icons, and eventually it should start up. There we go. And then hopefully it started up without the controller. Hello again. And I'll see if I can get this Spitfire flying. Don't fly it that often. I've had to restart because it's picking up a controller that isn't even plugged in, which means I can't set my throttle on the Spit.
Alright.
That's coming up.
Is the
The 190 A and D.
Yeah.
I think at first, yeah, you have to watch that incredibly quick. I tend to fly the 109 more than the Fokker Wolves, but they are incredibly quick. But it's a bit like the P51. You have to be careful not to pull it out the air, and as long as you're smooth with it, it's not too bad. But when there's a sale on there, it's a ridiculous price anyway. So, do you know what I mean? You just build up your collection of them, and then you can flit around from one to the other.
yeah, automatic engine management, so just flying it.
Yeah. But the one is slightly harder than the other, and I can never remember whether it's the D is the slightly easy one and the A is a little bit more difficult. But again,
That is a little bit.
yeah, it does move.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. People always to prefer the planes from their country, don't they? And yeah, obviously. Really, really good games themselves, didn't they? We didn't play. Yeah, I've been reading.
28 said, evening.
Hey,
Going.
hey, Frenzy, all good, thanks. If only I could reset this throttle. Having problems losing this, which is telling me there's a clash, and usually that's to do with my controller, but it's not even plugged in, and it's not clearing the issue, so I can't. Let's enable hot plug. And let's see if I can force this out. No, that's the wrong one. That goes down there. Let's try this. It's not that one. Ah, it's that one. Right. Now let's rescan.
No one believed him. It's like he was in the airport. Money was going. Friends.
Right, this is looking good, don't you think?
He had to lie about doing. He'd have let it know they'd been you're in the airport.
Nope. It's really weird. I can't get rid of an error on my throttle when I jump into the spit. So it won't let me set the control. Which is really weird. I don't think I'll have a digital equivalent. Come on. I think this is just going to crash, so I can't fly the spit at the moment, which is a bit of a bugger. Oh, right, we're back in the room. Let's try and set this control to here. No, it's not letting me do anything, look. Every time I go to move, it's not letting me touch it. So let's cancel that, if it lets me cancel, or say OK. It's definitely having issues. It's like there's something set to this, which is stopping me from setting it how I want, and there isn't anything set to that as far as I'm aware. I can't seem to say OK or cancel. Nice. So I can't get out of it. Let's
Kodak 110.
Hey Kodak.
Hello. I remember you helping me on Star Citizen a few years ago. Do you still play? I'm getting back into it and thinking about buying a ship.
Yeah, we're playing tomorrow. Tomorrow mostly is going to be Star Citizen. So I was waiting because the rate change that they were doing with 4 was so big that there's no point teaching somebody something because the next time you come in it's going to be different. Alright, Stick, see you matey. But now that 4's come out, even though it's still got features missing, we'll be doing 4 tomorrow, both me and the other half. I'm going to have to kill this game because it's just stuck. And it's not letting me do anything at all. When I go into the Spitfire for some unknown reason. See if I can change it outside the game. Off the launcher. So yeah, I'll be back in it.
Great. It's been great for me so far. Not had many bugs and
Yeah.
been doing some hauling missions.
Oh, excellent. I mean, when you start off now, they've made it so that it's a lot easier for people to get into, which is great compared to what it used to be. But the way that it's moved on, it's quite different. Let's go back up here. Let's go there. It is quite different now, and I'm having to find my way around it again, and a few bugs to work with. But it's playing quite nicely. But then they have some massive things like when they dropped it just before Christmas, you couldn't jump anyway. You always ended up in the sun. They fixed that, and then if the server's quite old, it might come back. But there's some really good things on it, and it runs quite well. It'll run anything between 45 and 60 frames. and I have it cranked up quite high, and it looks absolutely stunning. But I'll stream it on Twitch and on YouTube tomorrow, and it does look very good in 4K. And we'll see. There's some other little bits to do. There's things they've done I don't like, which is trying to make spacecraft fly like World War II airplanes. That doesn't work. Master modes, the implementation isn't very good. Nerfing certain ships because the fighter pilots don't like it. But if you can get your gun on a ship, on a spaceship, you should be able to shoot at it. Not have your gun wobble around all over the place just because they don't like it. Right, let's see if we can do it from here. So we'll change from the BF-109 to the Spitfire, which is down here somewhere. There it is. And go to the axis commands. This is the problem I'm getting, look.
Do you have any recommendations on what ship to buy for hauling? I'm looking at the Taurus at the moment.
Oh. Yeah, what you mean, clearing the whole control, you mean?
Yeah.
I think I've just spotted what it is. I'm an idiot. It's picked up my rudders, which is why it was having a problem, I think. Unless it's just reordered them. Nope, definitely. Clear category, yeah, I see what he's saying. Just get rid of the whole lot. It's not a lot on it. But it's still got it sitting over on there. So I suspect it'll do the same thing. Yeah, exactly what I've got. It's a nightmare, isn't it? I'll just have to avoid that plane and fly something else. I was going to fly that one, but hey. Still got 6 people in. Let's get back in. Taurus. Which one's a Taurus off the top of my head? They bought so many ships out. What you've got to look at is how, you know, if you're going to buy one, right? Do you need to buy it? Can you not sort of earn it in game or rent it? And then when you rent it, you can utilise that ship to make more money, and you'll find the cost of the rental just comes out of the profit margin, which is a way of doing it without buying it. I'm not sure what's going on with CIG, but there's an unease about it. So just be careful if you're going to start investing money at this stage. That's all I'm saying. I have no real ratification, but the rumour mills are out again, as they always are. So have a look, see if you can rent the ship that you want. And how much it is, and then aim for doing that. If you rent it, you rent it for a day, and if you rent it for a day, you can make some money on it, basically. Right, so it looks like, oh, that's set to default, excuse me, just changing profiles. I use a G13 for some aspects of my flying. There we go. So that's all working again.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at renting.
I would have a look.
Said, are there DCS servers where you do co-op? Just got to Hotels and no idea where to start.
Higher Nas Howdax, is that right? Or is it Nash Howdax or Nas Howdax? Yeah, have a look, see what you can do for renting, and then just offset your costs and aim to make some money to rent the ship for a certain amount of time. But bear in mind, once you spend your money on the ship, then you've got to have money available to spend on the cargo. What I used to do when I started, I have a Caterpillar, so I used to be able to put half a ship in and make a little bit of profit, and then kept doubling it up until I'd made a load of money, and then you could start making more profit. But you'll find some good little runs, and the money that you make on hauling is a little bit bigger than it used to be. and just work from there. It is possible to go from a small ship with a few things and to making $1 million, and it might take you a few days, but just have a go, and then it will save you money, real life money basically. And eventually, if you do it often enough, you'll be able to buy your own shipping game anyway. Right, sorry, back to you, Nash. Yeah, we run a co-op server, but we normally stream, or I stream on a Saturday, and you're more than welcome to join us. If you need any coaching or anything like that, or any help setting stuff up, just come and ask. Fairly laid back, fairly old people generally, most of us. But you're more than welcome if you want to come in and fly with us. We don't fly that often at the moment because it's Christmas, New Year. We're doing some World War II flying, which is open to anybody. But on a Saturday, usually when I stream, it's about teaching people and getting people flying, basically. So we're quite open to helping you out as much as you want. Helicopters, planes, doesn't really matter. I can't fly everything, but there's always someone who knows something about something. And we don't mind new players coming in. As long as you behave and you don't mess around, it's fine. We have an age limit of 18 normally, but sometimes we've let people in who are younger. It just depends on how mature people are. Like I've taught a 13-year-old how to fly helicopters, A10Cs, stuff like that, and he was so well behaved, so polite. He was a joy to teach. You know what I mean? And then you'll get somebody else come in who's just an arrogant arse.
Would you say go for Flaming Cliffs DLC to start?
No, definitely not. I know that sounds a little bit harsh. The reason being is Flaming Cliffs looks like it's a good deal because you get multiple planes, but they're from an earlier version before DCS World was DCS World. So you'd have Lock On 2, Flaming Cliffs 2 and 3, and the aircraft in there are not full switch. And what that means, you've seen me going around starting this up, and I don't have to worry about setting everything up on my stick because I can click it in the cockpit, whereas Flaming Cliffs are not clickable, and also the flight model in those aircraft are not as realistic. So you'd have to put everything on buttons or learn keyboard controls, and then it's a false economy. It's cheap, yes, but you're not getting the real deal. So it's much better if you're going to buy something to wait until there's a sale. There's a sale on at the moment till around about the 7th or 8th of January. Some of the things you can buy are half price. You know, you could buy yourself a helicopter and a plane, do you know what I mean? And you'll get two areas of the game which are really, really good. It depends on what you want to do. The best starter plane, the best fast mover is the F-18. The reason being is you've got very good air-to-air, very good air-to-ground, and you've got the capability of landing and taking off on aircraft carriers using the catapults and stuff. And it's a good all-round plane. I'm not sure what the price is or what the discount is at the moment, but if you go and have a look, if you've got no preference, you're not going to go wrong buying an F-18, trust me. If you've got a preference for a particular plane that you've liked from when you were young, then go for that. But you've got some planes that lean towards close air support and ground pounding, and you've got other ones that lean towards air-to-air fighting, PvP, and ground pounding and everything else. You've got the Harrier, the F-18, F-16, F-14, the A10C, you've got F-15E, you've got a couple of Sus, you've got MiG-15, MiG-21, what else? You've got a couple of user-made aircraft, which are bastardized versions of bits and pieces to make it look like something else. And then you've got a whole host of helicopters. Helicopters, if you want to get into that, start with a Huey. It's the most basic. You learn to fly the Huey, it'll help you with all the other helicopters you can fly, and you get the good fundamentals of flying a helicopter by flying that one. And then you can move on to, say, the Shark, and then up to the Apache.
Do I absolutely have to have the head tracking thing?
Absolutely no, right? But what you'll find is when you first start, you can get away with using a hat. But when you start looking around, and I say I'm flying around and something's behind me and I can do this, right? Or just turn the plane and do it. When you've got a hat, you are limited. And when you're looking around all over the place, or you're trying to land on a runway or a carrier, and you've got to look over there to understand where you've got to turn, trying to do that on a hat becomes cumbersome. However, you can spend $10 on a little app that goes on your phone, prop your phone up in front of you, that will interface into the game, and that will give you enough. Hey Roadster, how are you, matey?
Good evening.
And that's the cheapest way into head tracking. And then moving on from there, you can get variations, you can get free stuff, you can make your own stuff, and then you can start buying better stuff and so on.
Do you have a link to that?
Can't remember what it's called, but just Google, right, head tracking app on mobile phone. And it's utilising the phone, and look that one up. And it used to be about $10, but it's enough to get you started. It's not brilliant, but it just gives you a taste of it, if that makes sense. But that's what you want to Google, that should find it. I bought it to test it, and I was quite surprised how good it was, to be honest. But as it's like everything, you know, you start with a basic joystick, and then you work your way through, and eventually you'll wonder why you're spending 500 quid on a joystick, 500 quid on pedals, 100 and odd quid on head tracking. Do you know what I mean? But if you're not careful, that's the way it goes. But if you get bored before that point, then you're not going to be wasting good money. All right? Anyway, how are you, Roadster? Hope you're well. Right, I haven't seen you for ages. Okay, let's put the radio on. I forgot to do that bit while I was yakking. Radio check. Good copy, thank you. Right, see where I am.
1977 said, coughing a lot lately.
Me, yeah. Oh, you are, or me? I mean, you're coughing a lot. You got a persistent cough, have you, by any chance? Right, let's get going. 3301 taxi active. I've got a persistent cough. Gets triggered by temperature when it gets too warm, stuffiness, too many people around, or just because I'm coughing and it's a pain in the ass.
No, not persistent.
Yeah, mine is. It's a forever cough. Called post-nasal drip. I'm not going to explain it. Right, okay, pull the stick back, relax it, lock the tail wheel, throttle prop.
I have a daughter 1 month old now.
Oh, really? Oh, excellent. So, not so much gaming then, huh? Now you got to wait till they're like old enough to leave home, and then you can start gaming again. See, the kids are grown up and gone, and they're old enough to buy their own gaming stuff, and then the other half games anyway. So, yeah, good place to be. Did I bring my legs up? Oh, I did. I remember that time. That's good. Okay, 3-3 up. They'll probably be lurking, wondering where everybody is. Frosty's a bugger, he always comes up behind you. Hey Jobber, how are you, matey? So, you all good? But you're pleased as punch having a daughter, aren't you? And don't think just because it's a daughter she can't play games. She'll be able to get her on them by the time she's about 3 or 4. Yeah, I thought you might be, mate. Yeah, it's a great feeling, isn't it? Then a lifetime of misery till they've grown up and leave home. Then a lifetime of misery because they'll be wanting lifts all the time. Then they want to come back and live at home. But hey, other than that, it's going to be good.
Roads to 1977. I got a 16-month-old little girl. She's an absolute weapon.
Yeah.
Roads to 1977 said, your mower is still too high for her. I tried.
Yeah, get her on computers at an early age.
Jobber_84 said, love is grand. Around 10 grand a year apparently. The first 50 years are the hardest.
Yeah. Worst bit with daughters is you spend a lot of your time trying to stop them from meeting people like you. Do you know what I mean? I don't want my daughter going out with somebody who was like me. It's always the way though. The thing is with kids, at the end of the day, they have to lead their own life, and all you got to do is be there to catch when they fall, and that's it.
Jesus,
and you do your best.
She's
Exactly. Do you see what I mean? I bet everyone was thinking, yep. It's a good little bit of wisdom. But you can just do what you do, and that's it. Just arm them with the right information and have they got their head screwed on. Right, I'm up an airborne pup. I'll probably just get shot again.
How much was the Spitfire?
Spitfire, not really sure, but they're usually about 25 quid. If you just go and have a little look, there is a sale on at the moment. Have a look on the DCS website. You'll see a lot of the things are relatively cheap, especially some of the helicopters, some of the World War II stuff. Some of the other stuff is going to be, 30% off, maybe 40%, but some of these things are about 50% off.
1977 said, I'm 48 when she is 2 months old. I will be retired by the time she starts giving me lip. Daddy.
There's no such thing as retired, mate.
Said, I dread to think how much you have spent on this game.
Not as much as Star Citizen. I've spent a fair amount, but it's, kids grown up and gone, disposable income. If you got the money to spend on toys, then I suppose you do up to a point. But then I've been made redundant 3 times, and it's a pain in the ass. It's never at the right time. But you just do what you can do. You got to be able to...
Is this Normandy?
This is Normandy, yeah. This is old Normandy though, not Normandy 2, I think.
Words to 1977 said, I think probably may cost money. It's what you work for.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, some people like cars.
Jobber_84 said, looks mega.
Yeah, it's really nice. Normandy 2 is better, so you buy that one. Modelling's a lot better, but I know most people don't necessarily have that, so I went with the default one, which is one we've played on for donkey's years. This is the same mission as we played probably 6 years ago. It's got all the wrong messaging and everything. But there's quite a few ones on this alone. It's not just this, it's the stuff that goes with it, the joysticks, the foot pedals. My seat is all geared up, so now I've got foot pedals on the floor, my joystick's in between my knees, my throttle is on the left of my chair, I've got a mouse on the right, I've got a keypad on the other. Yeah, in our Discord. If you look on Discord, the different monitors. I bought a new toy not long ago, so now I can stream to YouTube in 4K at 60 FPS, which I'm doing now. I'm streaming to Twitch in 1080p, and I'm playing the game in 4K at the same time as well, and you wouldn't even notice. Do you know what I mean? I'm only running at 60 FPS because it helps with syncing in my head tracking. No, that's not the right Discord link, unfortunately. That's an old one, it's expired. I haven't got it to hand. Has anyone got a Discord link? Anyone got a live Discord link? Cheers, matey. There you go. Still post you one. And you see an old version of where we were, but then we got moved. But then there's a later version now. All the kit is listed bar the latest little bits on the stream anyway. And if you should be a link on Discord to the YouTube stream as well. And then you'll see it like I see it in 4K. And it looks absolutely stunning. But DCS has moved on a little bit as a Star Citizen. I don't know whether we've got anybody to fight against at the moment. And that reminds me, did I finish my cup of tea? Yeah. Can't see anything. Don't know whether we got any body flying on the other team at the moment. Pop. Let's have a look.
A customer said, at Jabber_84 https://discord.gg/IPK5P9.
There you go. Try that one. So I think there's a rig set up, and I don't think we got anyone. Have we had enough, Stu? Are we all fought out for tonight? It's about 10:30, just after. Oh no, just coming up to. Just noticed it was significantly quieter. Pop. I haven't seen Pop. Dog's possibly still around. Mort's gone. Yeah, no worries, matey. Tomorrow night's one won't be so late. I have to get up early in the morning and go to work, and I won't be back till Tuesday, but during the day I'll be Star Citizen, and then I'll probably have a couple of hours of this, and then I'll have to go.
Roads to 1977 said, is there no enemy anti-air?
Yes, there is, but we've been... We've been flying for ages, so the anti-air's probably run out of doodad ammo. I didn't realise that was switched on. There's a switch here for the gyro. Oh, so what this does is predicts where your shots will land. Sorry, repeat, please.
Are you sea level?
Yeah, feet wet. So, yeah, I see they've still got some ammo. That's flak. So if I start pulling a turn, you see the way that drops? And when I fire my gun, that's where... Yeah, that's going to land. And you can adjust the size of these petals, if I remember which control it is. There we go. And you put those around the wingtips of the plane, and you also set here the wingtip to wingtip size, and you put that on there, and then when you fight you put the dot on the thing you want to hit, and that's it. So it basically calculates.
That's a nice setup now.
It's taken a while. I first come up with the idea and drew it out a long time ago, and then we got moved out of the house we were in because it was rented, because I lost one in being made redundant, So they suddenly wanted a house back that we'd been in for years, where I was designers set up for that house. And then we moved here, which is a lot cheaper, expensive, but everything's cheaper, bills and that. And I found a house where I could put my equipment, and then just as I got it all set up and there was still a lot more to buy, we were made redundant. So I had to find another job. I've been working away for 6 months, and it cost me all my spending money to go to work, so it's a pain in the ass, but I'm getting back to it again. So I've a few more things to buy. I've got one of them now, which is the ability to stream in 4K and not use my computer at all. So it's just completely offloaded. I'm pushing 40 a second to YouTube at the moment, so you can see this in 4K, 60 FPS, which is how I see it. And then there's another few toys to get, and then I've got basically the stuff I want. And maybe another 64 gig of RAM for my computer. So I can do video editing, music and gaming basically. Which is why I have what I have. I don't know where everyone's gone. What happened to you, pup? Let's go down here.
I'm up in there.
Yeah, copy that. I'm down Old Town at the moment, low level. Just hooking back around, possibly to their base. So it should run nice and smooth.
So I'm passing the cone now.
Yeah, you'll see me just pop out, just buy some fishing boats. Can't see anybody on their runway, which means they must be up flying. Got somebody up my ass, is that you? Nope. Come on, where are you going? I lost him then, where's he gone? Ah, mirror. There he was, he just went past. Oh. Thanks, you took my prop out straight away. Yeah, it's just crossed over the front of me. Or was that the back? He'll come in for another shot, but I'll land on his runway. Yeah, I was going for one. Coming in low so I can just pop up and then slow down a little bit more and then just pop it round on their runway. Nose up a little bit. Brake. Come on. Ooh, ow, ow. Should be alright, should be able to get out of there. That was a bit hard. It's causing me to breathe a little bit, probably smacked me in the ribs. Come on. Thank you. Get out the plane. Or am I dead?
Quick to get back up.
No, I'm dead. That's not my runway, that's theirs. That might have killed me, or they may have shot me. I actually got down alright.
Roads to 1977 said, no request repair.
You can't, because this is their base, not mine. And they have a bit of a bad, you know, reputation for not repairing the enemy's planes very well. I much prefer flying on the German side, to be honest. I was going to fly the Spit, but it's not letting me at all. Oh, really? Yeah, you mean the what's it? Yeah, I didn't think they had. Right, where was I? Get back into the P51. Yeah, I much prefer flying a BF, to be honest. That's my favourite, but we just balance numbers up. So it's quite an easy one to start. and I don't need all the switches, battery, generator, pitot. Push the flaps up again, put the heating over, put the rudder over 5 degrees. Okay, move the prop forward a little bit, cover it with a throttle. Fuel boost, magnetos. Put the fuel on, move this up, and then do the primer, and then pull the engine start. As soon as it catches, put the mixture down, give it a few seconds, put the brakes on, give it a bit more revs, warm the engine up. Come on, shut. It's very quiet. Well, no, you can hear that, I can't hear it. Put the mirror on. Okay, that's my preferred target, it's just the fixed one. Okay, start to move. I think I'm over on the left. Put a little bit of brake on, it'll spin round. Tail wheel's not locked at the moment. Put the radio on because I forgot. Put it on A. I can hit the button while I'm going along. There we go. Radio check. Once you straighten the plane up, pull the stick back, relax it to the middle. You've locked the tail wheel. Prop RPM up, and throttle up. Keep it straight down the runway. As you start building up a bit of speed, put some forward pressure on, lift up the tail wheel, add some more pressure, keep it balanced, and then just gently ease back on the stick, not too much. Keep the nose down so you can build up a little bit of speed. Hit the gear up. Do a reset on the trim. Start backing off on the RPM. See it there, little gauge over there, top of the green. Start backing down on the throttle or manifold pressure, and then when you're ready, just sort your trim out. So let go, goes a little bit off to the right, nose down. Just trim it a little bit. Little bit of aileron right, get it flying level. Make sure the suction's there, and then open the attitude indicator, and that's flying fairly straight, and that's with me not touching it. Okay, so that's where you want it more or less. Start hanging a right turn, climbing at the same time. Watch out for them. What about type up? Yeah, copy that. I'm just turning after takeoff. Any eyes on? Are they both at the base or what?
I have one behind me. I lost him now.
Okay, which way are you heading from Old Town?
Turning towards their base now.
Okay, I was going to say come this way and just accelerate and then go under me, and I'll see if I can pick him up.
Yeah, copy. Turning around.
I can't get rid of the error that's sitting on the throttle axis. And oh, thank you for the follow there. So what I noticed before is if the controller's on, my Xbox controller, which I use for doing all the shots and stuff like that, then it clashes, which is fair enough. But it's disconnected, but it's still showing the alert on the throttle axis. So I restarted it, I've cleared it, I can't get rid of it. So yeah, I've seen it before on other things, and I've been able to fix it, but I couldn't do that at all. You know, it's picking up something that isn't even there anymore, and I couldn't clear it at all, so I couldn't set the throttle. It was set where it used to be set. Yeah, I've just come in past Old Base myself. Whereabouts are you? I see you, see it. Yeah, you got nobody behind you at the moment that I can see.
Yeah, copy.
Coming up to cones. Don't tell me you're going to bed.
Passing old
Yeah.
base again towards the enemy base.
Yeah, copy that. Right, Cock.
Spotted an enemy to my left.
I did.
I think he turned around behind me.
Yeah, copy that. Turn, you know, come round. I got Alexa to call your Alexa for a cup of tea. And I got no response. You know, we have all this technology and you dare to go to sleep. Can you believe it? You're right, Cock. Tired. Alright. Oh, this is going to be smoochy noise. Good night. See you. I'll make my own tea. Don't feel guilty.
I lost him.
See you, Cock. Yeah, no worries. I'm coming back towards you, matey. Trying to keep low. What about Sawyer?
Old Town.
Okay, I'm probably inland of Old Town. Your feet wet? Not sure how far down I am. I think I'm a little bit further. Yeah, I'm just over cones at the moment.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, just popped out feet wet coming around to Old Town. I expect someone to come up my ass. Not for the first time today. Okay, there they are. See 2 planes, 3 planes. You over Old Town still?
No, over enemy base.
Okay, you're high, you got 2 other planes. I can see. Much more wing on that rock.
I got the red plane to my right, so
Yeah, if you head back towards Old Town inland a little bit, you drag him over me. But I think you've got another one over there somewhere. Can't see him at the moment. Is that you coming forward?
yeah,
Okay.
forward.
Okay, there should be one behind you. No, no eyes. Oh! Some bugger shot me. Someone was just taking off and I think he had a lucky shot from the ground. He splatted my engine, so I'm losing oil. I won't shoot him though, he's just taken off. That'll be a little bit unfair. I won't shoot you down because you've just taken off. See you, Sham. Okay, I'm heading down the coast really low, water's edge, trying to get back to base. I've got oil all over the windscreen.
Yeah, I see it.
I'll probably have somebody up my ass soon. Was that a lucky shot from takeoff, by the way, when you was on the runway, whoever shot me? There's only Stu in here. Ah, right, okay. I saw it and then I saw someone trying to take off, and so I didn't, you know, I broke away from him really. Not sure who that one was. Ah. I've got to try and get down before somebody comes and shoots me. Almost just over here, but I'm going too fast. I'll have to go down and then do a turn to kill the speed. Surprised my engine survived, to be honest. Coming in for a landing at the base, but from west to east, not the usual way around because I'm too quick. I need to do a tight turn. Just head out slightly. Excuse me. Do apologise. Just killing my speed, pulling my flaps out. A little bit of engine, bit of RPM. Get you down. Well, that was opportunist, wasn't it? Because he knows he can't shoot me when my wheels are down on the floor. Just steady it up. Going a little bit quick. Don't want to bounce too much. As soon as I touch the floor, brakes full on both sides. Okay, bent my prop, but I'm down. Oh dear, sorry, I didn't realise. I thought I'd muted. Hang on. I do apologise about that. I thought I'd managed to catch the mute button before I coughed. I did get down, obviously not quite well. I think I'm going to call it there a bit, have a cup of tea and wind down first. Do a bit of browsing. Right, for those people on YouTube, sorry, I'll rephrase that. For that person on YouTube, I will be winding this one up. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you again possibly tomorrow night for a short one. Thanks for watching.